The recording started. We can't have this argument again.
All I'm saying is that the past tense of yeet is not yeeted, it's yat.
No, you're wrong.
Whatever to the opening.
I'm Kitty.
And I'm Max.
And this is Dango Duo.
And I'm Salty. That's not true.
It's not true.
Hey guys, welcome to the weekly repack.
Repack it up.
Yeah, we're repackaging our reviews from this week.
And yeeting them back to the show.
Now, we have extra stuff to say about the anime that we watched this week. The stuff that didn't fit into the actual really short 3-minute reviews. So we're going to talk about them today. Kitty, what the fuck are we covering?
Today, we are recapping Infinite Dendrogram, Episode 3, Superior. Bofuri, I don't want to get hurt, so I'll max out my defense. Episode 3, Defense and Reaching Second Level. Keep your hands off Eizouken. Episode 3, Let's Accomplish Something. It's dead smooth, honestly. Magia Record, Puella Magi, Madoka Magica Side Story, Episode 3, Sorry for Making You My Friend, and Toilet Bound Hanako Kun, Episode 3, The Misaki Stairs, Part 1.
Let's take it from the top. Kitty?
Worst to best, question mark?
Infinite Dendrogram, Episode 3, Superior.
I mean, that's a disservice to keep your hands off Eizouken, which is squarely in the middle, which is not true of this list.
That's not true.
Anyway,
we'll have the argument later.
Infinite Dendrogram is clearly the worst.
I wanted to watch this again because I wanted to hear more of Michaela Krantz's amazing voice acting as Nemesis. There was none of it in this episode.
She got fucking 2 lines, and that was it.
Also, this whole episode is people sitting around tables talking. It's actually kind of,
It's really dumb.
Baffling.
Nobody in a VR MMO does this. Nobody in an MMO does this.
When do they play the game? Also, I guess we're just moving to the next point.
Yeah.
I feel like... Okay, here comes Salty Max.
Mm-hmm.
If you're telling a story about a VR MMO and you don't address the sad fact that some of these people are just... These people have real lives, but they're spending 20 hours a day playing this game, and you don't choose to not talk about that, I feel like you're a hack.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'm just angry. I know, it seems so, shallow to be all three real human beings in this game are like, I have nothing going on today. We've been playing together for 13 hours, but I have nothing else going on in my life.
Yeah, nothing tomorrow.
And then
I'm unemployed.
And then, one of the characters says, I'm unemployed, and then the main protagonist just, we have, 30 solid frames of him looking at the other character. No comment happens, and then the scene resumes. The scene just resumes.
Yeah, that's it. It's so fucking weird.
And I'm it feels like a setup for a joke.
And then the joke never came.
But yeah, and then the audience is, they're all looking at each other the sign says laugh, but nothing's happened.
But nothing was funny.
Yeah, no, it's troubling.
Also, a cult joined the game.
You would think that would be against the EULA, the end user agreement, whatever license.
Listen, if you make a cult in the game, Blizzard owns it now.
That's pretty good. Anything else you want to say?
I think we're good.
Let's talk about Bofuri. I don't want to get hurt, so I'll max out my defense. Episode 3, the Sally Show, also known as
the Sally Show.
Defense and Reaching Second Level.
Man, I praised Bofuri last episode, and
that was a mistake.
I regret.
I did it too, and that was a fucking mistake.
Regret. Much regret.
Much regrets. This was a fucking letdown.
Why was there so much ass?
There was a lot of ass in
I don't think I got a picture of it, but there was even the monster ass.
Yeah, no, even the monster gets like a booty shot, and I'm like,
what the fuck?
What the fuck? Someone was really horny when they
were animating.
when they
storyboarded.
Storyboarded. Thank you. I knew what that word was.
I got you. Also, second level as in the second area, not as in level 2.
Yeah, no, it would be really, really dumb.
Yeah.
The show starts promising enough, but then it just completely we have again people inside an MMO talking about the game in a way that no one would ever talk about the fucking game. And also we're having this thing, and I understand that it's supposed to be a VR MMO with a full dive capability, so you can eat food and you can taste stuff. I get that. I'm willing to believe that. The issue is that this is such an outer-worldly piece of technology. Why hasn't humanity just completely, disintegrated as a Why hasn't civilization...
Why aren't we all in VR MMOs?
Exactly.
All the time.
Yeah, that's, the dystopian part of this, that, do I trust human beings to not spend their entire life inside of this perfect simulation doing all the crimes that they wish they could do in real life?
Well, all their life until they starve in real life.
Until they starve in real life?
I also realized in Infinite Dendrogram, we didn't talk about the fucking dude who says, damn, it's
fuck!
good.
Okay, we're back to Infinite. We're done with Bofuri. Bofuri's line.
Yeah.
The animation was nice at the end, but it's a Also, a cult showed up in Bofuri as well.
It's actually true. What the fuck?
So jumping the shark in a VR MMO is when you introduce the cult that just happens to play the game as well.
Yeah. It's true.
Back to Infinite Dendrogram.
What was this dude's deal?
God, it feels good to be a player killer.
What is your deal, my man?
It's fucking stupid. It's really fucking dumb.
God, it was that made us laugh really hard. Though.
That made us laugh really hard. But the thing you gotta understand is that we were not supposed to laugh at him. We're supposed to go, man, that guy's fucking cool.
That guy's evil. He's killing players.
If only our dick was as huge as that guy's.
As huge as that guy.
Yeah,
period.
Man.
That guy's a big dude.
Yeah.
Let's talk about good things.
Let's talk about it. Keep your hands off Eizouken, you son of a bitch. Episode 3. Let's accomplish something. Can we just talk about how good the OP is?
Yo, it's on Spotify now.
Easy breezy. Easy breezy.
It's so fucking good.
And then we were just dancing in the kitchen like we were doing the OP.
I can't believe Plague knows about this anime just from the OP.
Because we hung out with a friend of the channel, plaguesworth.com/YouTube. YouTube.com/plaguesworth.
There we go.
I messed it up on purpose, by the way. I'm not that dumb, though. You might be tricked into thinking so.
Excuse me? Don't you think that about my wife?
But Plague was asking us what anime was good, and of course we gave him the list, and then he's like, "Eizouken, is that the one with the girls dancing?"
And he did the motion, and I was like, "Yeah."
He did the motion. And I'm like, "Yeah, that's the
one."
This episode was really freaking good.
Yeah. Oh my god, their concept towards the end of like just this gas mask girl with a machete, fucking schoolgirl with a machete. I'm just like, yo, it's fucking dope.
And I really seeing them brainstorm was kind of genius because it shows you that part of the creative process that like anyone can benefit from, like even if as a writer, like seeing that back and forth is really good. And I really appreciate all the characters kind of doing their like Kanamori bringing everyone together and creating compromises. That's really good. But also like I really appreciate I forget the protagonist's name.
Midori,
thank you. Who is doing the thing that I love when anime does it, explaining things. The reason why the girl with the machete can jump around is because there's low gravity. She's like she comes from a planet with high gravity.
She's the one who thinks about all these like technological stuff, and it's really cool.
And I love that because that character is speaking directly to me. Because that's the thing I hate the most in anime. When they're like, we're not gonna explain it, we're not gonna talk about it because that would take working.
Yeah.
And we don't like working here at
Anime Central.
Yep.
Also, I feel like this episode, it was really good for Tsubame, but it was also really good for Kanamori, because you get to see that she actually really does care about her friends when she bursts through the wall to try to save them.
Yeah, that was so good.
That was so good, and it was such a cool moment where the imagination animation turned into the real life animation, which was so good.
Like the shot that blew me away is the shot of we're seeing like Machete Girl just like running across, and she's running across the pages of a sketchbook.
Yeah, God, it looks so fucking cool.
No, this show is fucking amazing.
This show is great.
And also, can I just, again, shoutouts to Kanamori for trying to figure out a way to pay for everything in an effective way.
Right. She was like, I'll just get that hole puncher and just make animation pages.
That is so smart. It's like, instead of buying animation paper, we'll just cut holes in regular paper.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that is actually really smart, and she's really showing what a manager would do for a situation like this, or a producer would do. That is really fucking smart. Eizouken. Okay, we're gonna talk about where they rank later, but Eizouken is fucking amazing, and you should watch it.
It's so good. Anyway.
Magia record! Puella Magi, Madoka Magica side story episode 3. I didn't fuck it up this time.
You got it.
Sorry for making you my friend.
Yo, mommy's back, witches!
That was the stinger, by the way.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Yo, mommy.
Also, I love, as you wrote this down, but I want to say that Kyubey is mood.
Yeah,
Kyubey
he just
passing out.
So if I cross the border to Kamihama City, says Cassandra Lee Morris, I'll just fucking faint. And then he does it, and he flops over, and I'm just like, yes.
I feel like that could just be a meme of it's like me every time I see politics on my Twitter dash.
Blip.
Flops over dead.
That's so good.
Also, yo, these are some good transformations.
We got 4 transformations.
Fuck.
Yo, which one was your favorite?
I gotta say.
I know, we don't know anybody's name.
Erika Lindbeck. And then Futaba, who is the second girl, the blonde girl.
The blonde, oh yeah,
Well, it's Momoko.
Yeah, Momoko. She's Momoko.
It's funny. I read her name because I know a bit of Japanese, so like I read her name in the show. I'm like, oh, that text is from Momoko. I read that without the subtitles, and they internalized that, but then they didn't attach it to her file.
Right, exactly.
I'm like, oh yeah, her name is Momoko. I fucking read it in fucking Japanese. I'm so stupid.
It's fine. I really liked Yachio's transformation.
Yeah, I feel like she got the longest transformation. Like, I actually feel like Iroha got a very quick transformation.
I know, the girl who got the shortest one was fucking blue-haired girl. Reina?
Rena? I don't know. It
starts with an R.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she didn't have, like, a lot of, like, cool transformation stuff. She just fell through the mirror, which was still fucking cool as hell.
Fucking cool as hell.
Yo, and then they used, like, real life, of the guy swinging the Keyblades, Jesus, the Kingblades. That was totally live action.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
that's cool.
that could not have been animation. It looked too like realistic.
That's dope.
Yeah,
another episode full of amazing dope ass shit.
it's true.
Also really touching to have these girls talk about friendship and all that stuff. That's really good. We had a really good character development in the form of that other character voiced by Ann Erica.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yep. I don't
really
remember nobody's name.
Yes,
sorry.
it's fine.
It's fine. Anyway.
Toilet Bound Hanako Kun episode 3, the Misaki Stairs part 1. The most wholesome resolution to a joke about boob size. I was terrified.
Yeah, we were like, oh no.
There's a joke in this episode about boobs and about, large boobs. And Nene feels that her lack of boobs is maybe what's keeping her from having a love life. And the resolution to this joke is so wholesome that
good.
I don't want to say it brought me to tears because it didn't, but internally, emotionally, I'm like, fuck, Hanako Kun, you're so good.
Yeah.
The resolution, so Nene wears puts on the padded bra to be like, look, now I'm a girl with big boobs.
Right.
Will all the boys like me now? And then it falls off, and then she's like, no one ever talk about this. And then Hanako Kun walks to her, puts his hand on her shoulder and says, you're beautiful just the way that you are, Nene. And then behind him, you see orange-haired boy nodding his head yeah. And I know we're not describing it as effectively as it was shown on the screen, but it was shown. It was a very wholesome explanation. It was like, hey, you're beautiful the way that you are. You don't have to do this.
and then just to add to the joke, she fucking yeets the bra and is like, did you see that bird? That was a weird looking bird. And the whole joke comes full circle. It's very good.
Also,
Hanako Kun says positive affirmation is good, so give yourself some positive affirmation, you son of bitches.
Also, we were just having fun this episode because the whole time we were like, oh my god, is the girl the Misaki Stairs?
Is she the Misaki?
What if the girl is the Misaki? And it turns out it's actually not.
Maybe? I don't know.
I don't think so. I think the stinger is that the girl who's been making the calls is not the Misaki Stairs.
That would kind of make sense.
Yeah.
Although I think Hanako says, he saw Shiburi, it's been a while, kind of thing to her.
Maybe he was saying that to the girl on the phone.
Yeah,
because the girl on the phone is the narrator who always
That's
says
true, who always does the spooky stories.
Yeah, the spooky stories. And it was in the OP. When we were watching this episode, I did wonder if Hanako Kun was the one who killed Misaki back in the day. But I realized, thinking about it more, the uniforms were different. Actually, the kids in the flashback didn't have uniforms. They were wearing little yukatas and kimonos. So little before Hanako's time. Yeah.
But yeah, it's really interesting.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I want to watch part 2.
It's fucking great. It's a great show.
It's true.
Kitty, how... Really, forget about Infinite Dendrogram and the Bofuri. We say that sarcastically, by the way.
Yeah.
I know it's, Bofuri, but we say the Bofuri.
The Bofuri.
Bofuri, because it's funny. To mispronounce it.
Mm-hmm.
But keep your hands off Eizouken versus Magia Record versus Toilet Bound Hanako Kun. How are they ranking right now?
This is still so hard.
Can I just tell you what I feel?
Yeah.
The tier list is right. Hanako Kun, Eizouken, Magia Record.
I don't know. God, they feel so tied to me. It's so hard to make a decision. Go ahead.
I feel like Eizouken is one internal emotional climax away from shooting to number 1.
Mm-hmm.
If we have a nice coming around full circle kind of character development for Midori or for Kanamori or for Tsubame.
Yeah.
I feel like that would really it would make me go from watch it because it's beautiful and really well made to watch it because it says something.
Yeah. I mean, like, I feel like Magia Record really stepped it up this week.
And it did. But see, this was a hard week. This was a really hard week.
Yeah.
And again, I wanna make this clear. These are still really close.
Oh, these are all like the best shows that you could watch.
These are the best shows you could watch this fucking season, and especially because you can just sit down and really enjoy them and just have fun with these shows. And I want to watch more. Oh, by the way, next week we're just doubling up on each of these shows.
I think so, unless you want to watch It Invaded.
Honestly, I just want to watch more of these shows.
I know, they're so good.
And like Madoka was still really fucking good, but I feel like Madoka is a slow. It's gonna be 24 episodes.
It might be actually.
So like to me, I feel like Magia Record is a slow burn, and you have to binge watch the slow burn because like I don't do slow burn. Watching week to week is really hard for me. But Toilet Bound Hanako Kun is doing a really nice balance. There's enough in every episode that is making me go, okay, I'm doing good.
That's fair.
I feel a part of my brain saying, hey, let's save up a few Magia Records for later.
That's fair, but I don't know. I think this episode was action packed enough to be like, and mystery enough because we have the whole like introduction of Ui's friends basically of being like, did they really exist?
I do want to say this again. I'm not saying Magia Record is not good.
No.
All these are like millimeters away from each other. Like that's how close they are.
It's true.
But you know, just and it's my feelings.
Yeah, no. I am honestly so conflicted. I don't know if I can separate all three right now because they're all just so good. It's really hard for me, honestly.
With that said, if you enjoyed this recap, make sure to subscribe and leave a like to.
Something.
I actually
we didn't script this.
I paused this and I really should have actually come up with a bit for this, and then I'm like, I'm just gonna cut it and do a bit. But now
I've made the bit for you.
You have made the bit for me. Hey guys,
I made the bit rate for you.
I hope that you enjoyed this recap, and I hope that you guys have been enjoying the daily videos. It's been really fun, and spring anime is around the corner.
Is coming.
So we're gonna rush to finish because I want to finish all these 3 shows.
Yeah. The only problem is we're gonna run out of episodes of Madoka that are dubbed pretty soon, but we can go back to subs.
We can go back to sub. That's fine.
Yeah, it's no biggie. I just appreciate all the Ericas putting in the hard work, and Cassandra Lee Morris.
Cassandra Lee Morris as Morgana. I mean Cube.
It's true. Anyway,
see you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.